November 11th, 1918. The Great War still rages on with actions all across the Western Front. At 9:30 a.m., George Edwin Ellison, a soldier who had been fighting the war since the Battle of Mons in 1914, was shot by a sniper and killed while on patrol. He was the last British soldier killed in the war. His grave faces John Parr, the first British casualty of the war. At 10:50 a.m., Augustin Trebuchet, a 4-year veteran who had survived the battles of Verdun and the Somme, was carrying a message towards the front during a French attack on the Meuse, was killed by a German bullet. He was one of the last French soldiers to die on the Western Front, and the message read, "Assemble at 11:30 for food." His grave, along with 90 other French soldiers who fell that day, are dated November 10th, as the French army was embarrassed for having sent men to die just before the armistice took effect. And when it was announced, the French simply withdrew without honoring their dead. Just before 11 a.m., a demoted Private Henry Gunther's squad came across a German roadblock with 2 machine guns. Wanting to redeem himself, he charged at the Germans with his bayonet against the orders of his close friend and sergeant, Ernest Powell. The German soldiers, already aware that an armistice would soon take place, tried to wave him away, but he kept going, firing a shot or two at them, and when he got too close, he was killed in a short burst of automatic fire at 10:59 a.m. He was the last American soldier to be killed on the Western Front, perhaps the last of any belligerent. His grave is in Baltimore, and a memorial was constructed where he died. What makes these deaths even more tragic was that they happened after the armistice was signed at 5 a.m. local time. This is because French Marshal and Supreme Allied Commander Ferdinand Foch refused a German request of an immediate ceasefire or truce so that there would be no more useless wastes of lives. Because of this, by the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month, 11,000 more men became casualties, just so there could be a poetic ending to an anything but poetic war. A war which did not end all wars. Thank you everybody for watching. Like, comment, and hit subscribe.